Hey Jack Squad and YouTube family. How everybody doing today? Hope everything's going well, and I hope you're making it happen for yourself. You got to make it happen for yourself, guys. Listen. Oh, before I get started, drop down, in the description box and like, share, comment, subscribe. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Like. Share, and subscribe. Tell all your friends, all your neighbors, all your everybody, right? Anyway, child, before I get started, because I got a lot to say, right? It's piping hot. Let me put on my spectacles and read my subs. So, my subs are 80 and 90s fan, A. Miller, and then the initials KS. So that's 80, 90s fan, A. Miller, and K.S. So y'all, let me tell you something. I saw this last night, right? Saw it last night, went into detail in it this morning when I woke up, right? Porsha announced that she is in love after 30 days. She's in love. Now that's wonderful. Y'all know I'm a dreamer. I love black love. I love love, right? That is a beautiful thing. I want everybody to be in love. I want to be in love. Love is love, right? Now then, the man she's in love with, his name is Simon. I can't pronounce his last name. He's an African. I ain't even gonna try it right now, right? I'll tell y'all later. And she announced that they're in love. And let me just. I got some talking points. Hold on. She's in love, and he makes her so happy, and she is tuning out all negativity. Now, right there, you're going to have to tune out all the negativity. You know why? Because that is her friend's husband. Now, the friend, for anybody that watched Real Housewives of Atlanta, is the girl Fallon who had the rich husband. They didn't show her all the time, but they did film in her home a few times. And I want to say she went somewhere with him. I ain't sure. But Fallon is the young lady that LaToya was so jealous of, because LaToya said, "Oh, you got this old man, blah, blah, blah." Now, the man don't look that old. Maybe old to LaToya because I think she's in her 20s. But Porsha introduced this young lady to us through Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, in her statement, she said they're not friends. I don't know how you was raised. I don't know how you was raised. Miss Diane looked like she a nice lady. But if she was friendly enough for you to be around her and introduce us, the TV world, and your girls that you film with, that seemed like pretty friendly to me. Seemed pretty friendly to me, right? Now, I got a whole bunch of stuff. I don't want to carry too fast. But that's the premise. She is in love, and she says after 30 days. Now, 30 days? Do we think it's been 30 days? All right. I'm going to tell you all my talking points, then I'm going to go back onto some stuff. Now, his name is Simon. He filed for divorce in January. This year, January. Just now. A few months ago. And the ink ain't dry. Ink ain't dry yet. He filed in January. They might have just got divorced. I don't know, yesterday, day before, I don't know. But anyway, him and Porsha are in love. Now, she says the relationship is positive and loving. And it's positive and loving. That's wonderful. That's beautiful. It's positive and loving to everybody except for the woman you stole her from, right? Now, a man gonna do what he want to do. He gonna do what he want to do, be with who he want to be with. All I'm saying is, I told y'all this the other day about T.I. and Tiny. I ain't no woman gonna hang around me and my man all like that. Not unless she with her man, you my sister, my cousin. Can't even trust them cousins and shit. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no woman hanging around me watching and plotting. Now, let me tell y'all what's so funny. So before this happened, not too long ago, Porsha put up a picture on Instagram with her, the girl Fallon. See, if I knew how to do all this editing and stuff, I'd show y'all. So it's Fallon, Porsha in the middle, and then Shamia. And it's on Porsha's page, and it says, crazy, sexy, cool. So I guess Fallon is the crazy one, because you was crazy to allow that woman in your life. Porsha's the sexy one. That's what she thinks she is. And Shamia is the cool one. We know Shamia is cool. Wow. Right? But she says they weren't friends. Now, let me tell y'all something about life. Right? Karma is a we all know karma is a bitch, right? Karma is a bitch. Now, if they're in love, which I'm pretty sure they feel like they are, that's wonderful. I hope it lasts a lifetime till death do you part. But what I do know is how you get them is how you lose them. And bad juju gonna come up upon you. Let's just say, because she's in her thing, she says she had nothing to do with their divorce and all that. Maybe you didn't. But what I'm gonna say is just being a decent person. And this was somebody you knew. And according to the blogs, he was Dennis's friend. So maybe y'all did couple shit together. And all the while, you looking at him, he looking at you like, ugh. Right? So anyway, about the karma. So let's say you didn't have nothing to do with the divorce. As soon as he divorced, he called you up. Y'all went out and y'all fell in love. Boom. Okay. Let's say that happened, right? I would wait. Because they have been married. Don't know how long they've been married, but they were married. And it seems like, a lot of times people do rebound stuff. People want to go back to the person they was with. I would give it some time. I would have kept dating him. Okay, if he liked me, I probably would have kept dating him. We're going to keep dating, but that's as far as it's going to go, right? I'm just saying. Because you got to do stuff decent and in order, right? I'm not, I'm going to tell you what my opinion is on what had happened, but I'm just going to read the facts, what I know right now. Then I'm going to go into the ghetto version of how I see it, right? Okay. So then she says that Simon and Dennis are committed to being respectful and supportive of her happiness. Now, that's some different level type of shit right there, right? I done been in a lot of relationships. I don't know no black man. And you just broke up with him. You just broke up with him. And he cool with the dude that you with now. They cool. Because I seen the pictures Mother's Day. I didn't know who the guy was. I seen the pictures. She had her hand on him. I said, is it a brother I don't know about? I seen the pictures, right? And it was Dennis. Now, Dennis might be a super sucker. I'm just saying. Maybe that stuff they was doing on Real Housewives was for TV. Maybe it was for TV, but they were engaged, I think, a couple times, right? And like I told y'all before about that, her kissing girls and all that stuff, I told y'all Dennis knows something that we didn't know. Didn't I tell y'all that? So he's cool with it. Now, Dennis probably got him a girl or two or three or four. And that's why you kept seeing him out dating folks and stuff, right? I'm going to put the whole picture together for y'all in a minute. Let me just get all the facts out. All right, so now she said Dennis and Simon are both committed to co-parenting her child. Pilar. So the new boo and Dennis is supposed to be committed to it. New boo committed. Let me find out Porsha a player. Let me find out Porsha and put her Mac hand down, right? So now that could happen, because that happened in my life, but I wasn't just with them, my kids' fathers or somebody I was with, the person I was with. Now let me tell y'all something about men, black men. The person I was with for a long, long time, he did not like my daughter's father. They both had the same name too. He didn't like him. I didn't know it for a long time. For a long time. My daughter had brought it to my attention, but I didn't notice it, right? Because, he would come over and they would be there. But one time I remember, and this is what I'm saying about a man's ego. That's why I don't understand Dennis right now. I don't understand. I can tell y'all a whole bunch of scenarios about black men's ego and somebody they've been with. But anyway, he came over one day, my daughter's father, and I was upstairs and looked out the window and saw him or something, So I come downstairs. Before I can get to the door, my dude was outside on the porch talking with him. He ran. I seen, race out. Like, nigga, he ain't come to see you. Right? Now, what I found out later was neither one of them they didn't like each other. I didn't know it. My daughter's father told her he didn't like him. And I know that my guy didn't like him. I forgot how I found. He might have said, I don't know what happened, but I know they didn't like each other. But they pretended. They pretended, right? So I don't know what type of man Dennis is. Maybe he fell out of love with Porsha a long time ago. I just don't see it. They got a little baby. They co-parenting. Co-parenting is wonderful if it works. If it works. It takes a special kind of people to make it work, because somebody ain't going to do right. Somebody ain't going to do right. But anyway, so that's that Porsha. They're both committed, right? Now, today I see that she has turned her comments off. Because last night, y'all, they was cutting into it. When I saw this while I was in the bed just before I went to sleep. She announced it. And somebody said, yeah, she put this out at nighttime when everybody sleep. Now, today, when I go to check on it, comments are off. I go to his page. His comments are off. Now, on his page and in the shade room, they are engaged. They're engaged. She got a big old ring on her finger, right? Now, in the comments, several people are saying she's going to announce the pregnancy next week. Now, she does look pregnant. She does look pregnant. She did a video Mother's Day. She got a big moo-moo on, and she held her stomach. She do look pregnant. Now then, that leads me to think, now I'm going to give y'all the hood version of what I see, right? Of what I see is that, remember, if y'all watch Real Housewives, a couple seasons back, I don't know who it was, might have been Kenya, Phaedra, I want to say it was Kenya, I don't remember, said that Porsha had an African. Remember that? Now then, Shamia is her best friend. And what I do know about Africans is they're communal. They're communal. They're not as much separated as us American black folks, right? Now then, even though in between that time that they said she was with an African, she got with Dennis, married him, had a baby, da-da-da, right? But what I think, because I often wondered how Porsha get that very nice house like that, because she wasn't really making nothing. The husband had left her. She didn't have no money. Y'all remember that? She didn't have anything. Ricky Smiley, she started working with him. I was like, ooh, radio stations must pay a whole lot, right? Now then, this is what I think. And this is the reason why Dennis probably kept cheating, or the reason why they just didn't make it, because I told y'all before, Dennis knows some things we don't know. Told y'all that, right? And I think that she's probably been messing with this man off and on. She's been messing with him off and on, right? Whatever made her befriend this lady, I don't know. That's cruel. That's devious. That's the word. That's devious, right? So if she befriended this girl, why? I don't know. Did she befriend this girl to get with the man? But I just think she's already known him. Nobody marries. Nobody meets a man in 30 days you in love. I don't know. Maybe you can be in love in 30 days. You could be in heavy like. I don't know if you can be in love enough. I don't know, to introduce him to your child and your baby daddy and all that kind of carried on. What was that conversation like? Especially, they're saying that he was Dennis's friend. What was that conversation like? Did some, what you call that stuff? Wife swapping go on and it went wrong? Because a lot of times when you're sharing your people, it go wrong. I've seen that happen too, right? So I want to know the real backstory on that. Like, did you, in your conscience, in your good mind, did you think, let me wait a minute? And see, what I want to know is why announce it to the world? Y'all could have just kept doing y'all thing. We wouldn't have knew. Why announce it to the world? Now, I'm going to tell you why I think she announced it to the world. Because she probably is pregnant, right? She looked pregnant. She probably is pregnant. So that means if she's pregnant, you were messing with him before the month. Now, I like Porsha. I just told y'all that. I thought Porsha won this season. But now, and that explains, because I saw something on somewhere that says Porsha was either sued or threatened to sue Kenya and Marlo. Now, I'm going to tell y'all why I think that is. Ain't had shit to do with Bolo. Now I see what the anger and the envy was about. They are mad because they know. You can't tell me that they don't know or heard or got an inkling. They know that Porsha's messing with that man. And they're jealous. Flat out. Because they say Marlo get rich men and this and that. Marlo jealous. But you ain't the only one who can get a rich man. Kenya jealous because she can't get nobody, right? And she was Miss America or Miss USA. She the prettiest woman of the world in her mind, right? Now, they know. They know. See, it was more because I couldn't understand why this bolo, because she fucked the dudes else. Who cares? Couldn't understand that. Could not understand that. Now, I could be wrong, but I think I'm piecing it together. You know, it's something going on. It's a backstory there that they know can't talk about. She might have gave him a cease and desist. Who knows, right? And that's why she's sitting there looking unbothered, because she got that rich man. Now, I looked him up, right? I looked him up. His name is Simon Guobadia. Hope I said that right, Guobadia. He's a father, a philanthropist, a CEO, an EP. I don't know what an EP is, an executive producer. I don't know what that is. Investor. He's a UDC alumni, and he's an automobile collector. Okay? He's an automobile collector. His house, if that was his house was like something out of, his house looked like something out of TV. His house is fabulous. It's a very, very large, modern mansion. Very large. The steps went up for days to get to the door. It was huge, right? And then on his Instagram, she didn't say, see, this is why I'm saying it's some fishy. She didn't say they were engaged. She just said they were in love. And she, you know, you seen the ring. And they were saying that her ring looks like the ex-wife ring. He said they were engaged. They're in love. Porsha checked all the boxes. He checked all her boxes. They happy, and they don't give a damn what nobody say, right? His comments are not off. Now, you know, for me, I don't understand people put their business out there and then you retract it and go back. I wouldn't put my business out there. People can speculate all what they want to speculate. I just would not put my business out there, and I kept dealing with that man and living my life. And, you know, that's that. I don't know why people put their business out on social media like that. For people to, like me, people like me, to research it, have thoughts about it, opinions on it. You know, I don't understand that. Now, I'm going to say this again. I hope they live happily ever after. That's what I hope. They live happily ever after. The likelihood of them living happily ever after, not. Now, Porsha can do good with this. I hope she ain't really in love and to get her feelings hurt. You know, she might be just chasing the bag, getting the bag, right? She got the baby by Dennis. He make hot dogs. Now you got the baby by the multi-millionaire man. If she pregnant, because if she ain't pregnant, she gonna get pregnant. That's what I would do. If you securing the bag, because he, like I said, how you get him is how you lose him, right? If he leave his wife, if he leave his wife just like that, because he says in his Instagram, he always knew he would get married again. Goddamn, he just got divorced yesterday. He said he would always know he would get married again. He just didn't know it would be this soon. Now, there's a picture up on somebody's Instagram that show him watching her when she was at their home when they was all at the house. He was sitting way back up on a thing watching like a creepy old man, right? I don't know, y'all. I just believe in karma. That's why I don't do nothing to nobody. I believe in karma. I believe in that bad juju, and I believe in what goes around comes around. And I hope it don't happen. But if it do, I hope she's not in no way, shape, or form surprised that it did, because that's his character. That shows who he is. Now, maybe he in love and saw her, was love at first sight. You know, I'm a dreamer. I believe in that. I just don't think that that's how that happened, right? And I still don't understand for the life of me for her to say we weren't friends. You introduced the world and us and to her. Like she wasn't a stranger. You didn't walk up to a stranger and say, hey, stranger, come on this show. Can we come to your house? No, ma'am. And I remember they went somewhere and she had a private jet and they went on, I don't know. But listen, if you know, it's not what you do, it's how you do. I'm going to say that one more time. It's not what you do, it's how you do. I wish them well. I feel bad for the wife, Fallon. You know, and I don't know who watches all these things, but they say she has unfollowed Porsha and Porsha has unfollowed her. So if you wasn't your friend, who was she to you, Porsha? Like, I've been down with you, Porsha. I thought you won this season. That right there wasn't cool. I don't, you know, like I met guys who got women, and I might have liked them, right? And I tell her, I can't mess with you. I'm not going to mess with you, right? And maybe that's what happened. Porsha was messing with him and said, hey, I'm not going to fool with you till you get divorced. That very rarely happens because men don't usually leave their wives, which is a telltale sign that that's what he do. And he's going to probably do it again, unless he get too old. I don't know how old he is. But, you know, on the show they were saying he was older. He don't look too old to me. But probably to them he is. So he might be in his 50s. So maybe this might be his last round. But I don't know. Y'all see Ron Isley. Ron Isley, 79. He got that girl. He done had her 14 years. So what that make? He was 65 when he got her? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Men are men, right? I hope this work out well for Porsha. I feel sorry for Fallon, because even though they got a divorce, I'm sure she loved that man, and he probably was her meal ticket. Now, because she talked like that on the show. Now, see, this is another thing. Got to watch how you be. You got to stay humble, because on the show she was saying that Latoya, she said that's how poor people talk. She kept mentioning poor. Now, I hope he left her something. Don't leave her destitute. Hope he left her something. I don't know how long they've been together. I'd like to know that. But I hope he left her something for her to get on her feet or stay on her feet and maintain her lifestyle somewhat, right? Because, you know, men can be mean. You know, he could be mean. He could be mean. I hope that's not the case. But I just had to get on here and tell y'all about this and see what y'all thoughts. Matter of fact, now my live this week is going to be about the disrespect and the unprotection of black women. My next live, we're going to talk about, would you mess with your friend's mate? Because that right there was a swift power move on Porsha's part. Swift. Now, and I'm going to say she probably gave Dennis some chances and opportunities. And because like on that show, it looked like she was about to cry. You know, asking him, you know, we should be together or whatever she was saying. I can't remember. But they both looked emotional. No, I take that back. She looked emotional. I seen her look in his eye, right? I seen what I'm going to call an old nigga look, right? I seen the look in his eye. Like he was like whatever in his eyes, right? So, like I told y'all before, Dennis knew some stuff that we don't know. And there it is. There it is, right? So, anyway, y'all, drop down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all know when I'm at work, I live for the comments. So, y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know. Make sure you like. Make sure you share. Make sure you watch the ads for me. At least one. Let me read my subs again. The subs are 80s, 90s fan, A. Miller, and K.S. Okay? Yeah, y'all. I couldn't wait to talk about this because I was in shock last night. Like, oh my God, and I didn't even think about she was engaged to the man. I saw her with the ring and she was touching his chest and Dennis was standing right next to her like, Dennis, I'm cool. You see, listen, I'm cool with the co-parenting. That's a beautiful term. That's a beautiful thing, right? But just don't make no fool out of me. Don't make no fool out of me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a power play on Porsha's part. That's a power play. Because she, you know, I'm sure she was hurt by Dennis because he kept cheating. So she said, fuck it, I'm going to show you. Okay. But you got to be careful when you're moving like that. You got to be careful when you're moving like that, right? And I'm curious to know what her mother has to say about that. I'm curious to know what her mother thinks about that, and her sister. I'm curious to know what they think about that situation. Even though I know I've seen it, but I'm curious to know what kind of conversation did her mother have with her. You know, like I have a grown daughter. You know, and you know we have conversations. She might say, "Oh, Mom, I'm grown. Get on my business," or whatever. But I'm just curious to know what her mama think about this, or is they all like, "Shit, he paid up. Just get the bag, secure the bag, sis." So anyway, y'all, thanks for watching Jackie with a Q. Everybody have a wonderful, beautiful, prosperous day. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.